Amanda Nguyen first made headlines for her advocacy on behalf of sexual assault survivors, then campaigning to stop Asian hate crimes. Well, now she's making news for an entirely different reason.
She is about to become the first Vietnamese-American woman to go into space. I spoke with Amanda about her training and her message for anyone with big dreams. As part of her astronaut training, Amanda Nguyen was submerged underwater, upside down and blindfolded. She had seconds to find her way to the surface.
My oxygen tank failed, so I took in my first breath and I was like, okay, something's wrong. And when you're pushed to that moment where you're going to drown, you choose at that moment to either fail, flail, or to go through with it.
True to her nature, she fought.
I remember when I surfaced the water, I told my instructor, sir, like, my tank failed, and he said, so what, you passed.
You are no stranger to struggling and to fighting. You were sexually assaulted in college. What did that do to your life's journey at that point?
At Harvard, my dream was to become an astronaut. I researched astrophysics. During my last semester at Harvard, I was raped. And I went to the hospital, I got a rape kit procedure. And I remember walking out of the hospital feeling so alone, feeling overwhelmed with the amount of papers and pamphlets that they had given me. And on one of those brochures was a single line that defined the rest of my life, which is that in 6 months, my rape kit could be destroyed untested.
That was the law then, that they could destroy a rape kit after 6 months?
That's right. So that turned into this choice that I had to make, which is, do I rewrite the law? So I decided to defer my dreams of becoming an astronaut and fight for justice.
Nguyen created the nonprofit Rise to lobby for a law that would protect rape kits, ensure survivors don't have to pay for their own medical exams, and mandates access to their police reports. In 2016, President Obama signed the Sexual Assault Survivors Bill of Rights into law.
It grants 25 million rape survivors on the federal level rights. Now, most rape cases are adjudicated in state courts, so that's why we still have to pass it state by state, and that's what our team has continued to do.
Her work garnered her a Nobel Peace Prize nomination, and during the pandemic, when Asian hate crimes spiked, from 2020 to 2021, the number of anti-Asian incidents reported across major cities increased 224%. Nguyen spoke up again.
We matter, and racism is killing us.
In February of 2021, I turned on the camera and I asked people to listen to our stories, and overnight 11 million people responded. Then our political leaders started listening and taking this seriously.
Now she's returning to her dream, deferred but not denied, set to ride into space on Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin rocket. She plans to study menstruation and wound dressing to help researchers learn how to treat injuries in space.
Menstruation was actually one of the reasons used by NASA to deny women from becoming astronaut candidates. And very famously, the first American woman astronaut, Sally Ride, for her just a couple days trip into space was given 100 tampons. So even the scientists and the engineers did not quite understand.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh. I have to laugh. What?
Yeah, that's right.
As gifts to bring back home, she'll be carrying with her seeds from the U.S. and Vietnam and seashells from the Malaysian island where her family first landed after escaping Vietnam in 1979. What does it mean to you to be the first Vietnamese-American into space? I mean, that's the farthest our people have ever gone.
Yeah, I'm so excited to carry the mantle of the first Vietnamese woman in space, and I just think about my 5-year-old self, how much she wanted to see somebody that looked like her. My family are boat refugees from Vietnam, just like yours. Yeah. And we came on boats, and now we're on spaceships. It means to me that within a generation, we can do great things, and no matter how hard things get, the future is bright.
I mean, don't you just love to listen to her and her perspective on life and everything she's accomplished so far? She's only 32.
And now they are in the sky.
I know you'd love that.
What
I know
a
you'd love that.
line.
So the mission date has not yet been announced, but Amanda will complete a same-day mission following the same flight profile as Alan Shepard, who became the first American in space back on May 5th, 1961.
We are so proud of her.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.